The following feature has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America.
There's something about you that I just can't put my finger on.
It's my breasts.
We're gonna cut off your pretty little heads and go bowling.
Ninja formation, now!
They cheer.
Cupid, morbid, $650.
They fight.
Let's go kick some butt.
It looks like quite a catfight out there.
They rule.
We've got our own brand of underwear.
The Mardi Gras Massacre. Mardi Gras Massacre.
Invincible, invulnerable, a beautiful woman's kiss. Favors, or the chance to kill it.
From the same stable as the stud, now comes the bitch. She's still in the disco business. Just. She's still got her wits about her. Just. She's still on top. Just.
You are actually losing money, Fontaine.
Hooker, a real professional, one of the street girls. That's where you meet the kinkiest people. That's my friend Angel. She's sweet in all the right places. There's nothing we won't do. Great.
Wait, don't you think I can have a little taste, maybe?
Come on, let's go.
Gentlemen, the Clubhouse Go-Go is proud to present the exotic, the one and the only Angel.
For a price.
You like that, huh? Yeah. We take care of Angel, and I'll give you that for a present.
Well, what's in it for me?
50.
I want 100. If you try anything, I'll cut you from top to bottom.
He wants me to trick. I went on my first one this morning. Oh, God.
You're the trick and we're the treat. We're your every fantasy. We're street girls. But street girls have pimps.
Put your hands up. How many times do I have to tell you to keep your mouth shut? I didn't say anything!
Your mother's bad, no child.
Street girls. Rated R. See you on the street.
Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Zombo. It's time to go visit the Rat Girl.
We'll be right back to our very scary movie after these important messages from our sponsors.
Folks, what a boyga. That's all I'm talking about right now. Greetings and welcome to the Horror Mike Show on this fine and fiendish Friday evening. Good Lord, people. It has been a hell of a week, and I'm ready. I am freaking ready. What a show we have lined up for you tonight. You will not believe the things you're about to see. You got a little taste of that with those trailers featuring the 1970s Roger Corman produced Street Girls, which we're going to take a closer look at later tonight, and a few other gems, including Mardi Gras Massacre. Oh, Tubi is pushing the envelope, folks. Let's just put it that way. It's incredible, the stuff they are getting on there. Seriously, folks. I've seen a lot, seen a ton of these freaking movies. And I'm surprised that Tubi is allowing some of these films to be on their platform. I mean, it's fantastic. Tubi is just amazing, an incredible platform. So we're going to be taking a look at those trailers. Of course, you saw a little clip from Zombo and the Rat Girl. Oh, yes. Our red, white, and blue Rat Girl giving us a good scream there. And naturally, traditionally, the classic camping massacre sequence from The Prophecy, directed by John Frankenheimer, also known for such films as The Manchurian Candidate. Yes, folks, that's what I'm talking about tonight. Once again, Whataburger, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Since we don't have In-N-Out, okay? We don't got In-N-Out in Florida yet. What the hell's going on? What kind of a country is this? In-N-Out, it's time to move more eastward, you know? I think they've only gotten to Texas. So, I don't know. You know, because I often get that In-N-Out urge. That's what I'm talking about right now. And unfortunately, there is no In-N-Out burger here in Florida yet, folks. But I think the time is coming for that. In any case, without further ado, let's head on over to the chat and say hi, shall we? Good Lord. Horror Mike is here. Hello, Horror Mike. How are you doing? Oh, wait a second. That's me. And remember to smack that like button, folks. That would be greatly appreciated. My good fiends. Michael Taylor is here. Hello, Michael Taylor. Fireball Comics is here. Hello, Fireball Comics. Hello, Fireball Comics. Good Lord. Eric Boyd is here. Hello, Horror Mike. Good God, man. Great to see you. Great to see you too as well, Eric. My good man. Joe is here. Hello, Joe. Great to see you, Joe. Werewolf by Lunchtime is with us tonight. Hello, Werewolf. Good to see you. Indeed. How is the future, Werewolf? You are 13 hours in the future in Australia. So how about those stock tips? Okay, that's what I'm talking about right now. Let's take a look here. We got, Eric says, there goes the sleeping bag indeed. It's always going to happen, too. We've got to do the sleeping bag thing. Boom goes the dynamite. Yes, indeed. Street Girls looks like a groovy movie. Yeah, it's a classic 70s bit of sleaze from Roger Corman. And we are going to be taking a closer look at that tonight, folks. Street Girls. Incredible stuff on Tubi. That's all I got to say. Joe says, we don't have an In-N-Out here in Alabama. We have Five Guys, Burger and Fries, and Whataburger. Yeah, we've got Five Guys and Whataburger here in Florida, and they're good. They're really good. I like Whataburger a lot. Don't get me wrong, but, man, wait until In-N-Out Burger hits. I'm telling you, it's another kind of boiga. That's what I'm saying right now. Jacob Bornowski is here with us tonight. Hello, Jacob. Good to see you, my good man. All right, folks, a couple of things I want to bring to your attention tonight and tomorrow night. A couple of things that you might want to be watching. Check this out. I'm going to bring it in right now. For your viewing pleasure. Yeah, you're seeing that right, folks. There we go. The Sisterhood. I'm dropping this link in the chat right now. It's on Creature Features tonight at 11 p.m. Folks. There we go. That is the link to this movie. I mean, folks, it's Amazon's riding horses in a post-apocalyptic future. That's what I'm talking about right now. You gotta love it. I mean, come on. That is just one hell of a thumbnail, I must say. That's Creature Features tonight. And if that wasn't good enough, check this out. Tomorrow night at midnight, folks. Tomorrow night at midnight. It is Island Claws. Yes, practical effects. Giant crabs attack an island. You got that one right. It is on. They're showing it. I have not seen any horror hosts show this film ever. Island Claws? Are you kidding me? This is like an unknown flick. Let's go to it. From the 1980s. Early 80s, I guess. Hold on. Let me get this. I'm just going to bring this back down so we can. Yeah, here we go. Let me read this. Island Claws. Set in a quaint seaside town, Island Claws explores the chaos unleashed by a biological experiment gone wrong, resulting in oversized, aggressive crabs. There you go, folks. That's what we're talking about. Practical effects. As far as I know, there's no CGI. Well, this is 1980, so obviously they're using practical effects here, folks. I've seen some photos. I am sure that I saw this film probably when it came out, back in 1980, but it's been that long. I guarantee you, I just hadn't even thought about it until Creature Features came up with it, and they're showing it tomorrow night at midnight, folks. I put the link in the chat for you guys. It's right there. So you may want to, I don't know. If you haven't subscribed to Creature Features, I highly recommend it. And then, of course, hit that bell for the alert on that for tomorrow night. Because it's Island Claws. Now, obviously, as I've said before, the upside, the upside is that, of course, you can feed the whole town for at least a couple of weeks with a crab that size. The downside is that it would, easily snap you in half. I think that would be kind of the downside to it right there. But that thumbnail is hilarious. Island Claws, folks. Island Claws. It is coming on tomorrow night on the Creature Features. You got to check it out, man. All right. So we got that. And I'm going to come back in. Check it out, folks. Here's a couple of things I wanted to show you. Now, today, as I was out and about doing various errands, and last but not least, going to my local Whataburger to get a burger, I stopped at my local comic book shop. Yes, folks, because, of course, you know what's going on there. And I knew they would probably have it. And they did. So I picked up the Savage Sword of Conan. Now, I did a little video on it. I mentioned this last week as well. Took you guys through the advanced copy, the PDF screener copy, if you will. But now this is the virgin cover without trade dress, and I kind of liked it a lot more myself. I mean, the other one looks great too, but there it is. And there's a couple of things. Now, it's good. I'm not complaining at all. There are a couple of pages that seem a little dark to me. That's all. Like, for instance, I think I showed you that briefly. It's a image by Subversive Girl, and it's a lot darker in here. Not only that, but if you notice the cover, now it's also in color. I think that's the issue here, is that when you try to reproduce it, as they did here, it just naturally gets darker. That's just what happens. But the good news is, of course, the comic book stories themselves, which were intended to be in black and white, look great. That the Patrick Zurcher, I showed you this last week. He wrote and drew the first installment of the Solomon Kane, Master of the Hunt story. And I think Zurcher has found his foray here with Solomon Kane. This is a really, I think it's actually probably the best story in the book. Now, the Conan story is good too. I really don't have any complaints about it. But the Zurcher Solomon Kane is really quite good. And I think worth the price of admission alone. Not only that, but there is one illustration by the great Roberto de la Torre of Conan. And I hope that they get De La Torre to do a story or two for the Savage Sword of Conan. Can you imagine? I don't know, a 50-page story from De La Torre. It could happen. It could happen, folks. We will see. We'll see how that goes. But I was pleasantly surprised overall with this. And not only that, I don't know if any of you guys picked this up or got it, but so I went to the comic book shop, and it cost me $6 with tax. I mean, it was $6 flat even out the door. And I could have sworn it was the cover price. I may be wrong on that. Hold on, folks. Yeah, the cover price is $6.99. So I don't know. It's happened before. I don't know if it happens to you guys at your comic book store. If the thing is marked like $5, it's $4.50. I don't know. That has happened to me before. So in any case, that was a welcome, saving a buck. Save a buck, improve your luck. That's what I always say with that, folks. And I recently picked up another issue of Chilling Tales of Horror. Now check out that sweet cover, folks. That is just beautiful. Once again, this is Stanley Morse Publications from the late 1960s, early 1970s. And these are reprints of pre-code horror stories, including from his own comic books, the Stanley Morse Publications, like Weird Chills, etc., from the early 1950s. And yeah, the cover on this is fantastic. Really dig the hell out of it. But there's some really good stories in this. And, it's a little bit of a mixed bag as far as the splash pages go. I'll show you. This is pretty good. I think it's Ghostly Revenge. It's a pretty good splash page. I've never seen that in color before, but that's pretty cool. Guys like battling shrunken heads that are biting him. Kind of nice. So in any case, Chilling Tales of Horror. It's just more stuff for, of course, Splash of Horror, a future issue. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys saw the video I just put out for Strange Mysteries, the reprints. Let me show you a couple of things. This stuff is really it's pretty damn cool, folks, because I got these very cheap. Now, this is Strange Mysteries number 12. This is a 1960s publication from Super Comics in New York. And this reprints Tales of Horror number 5 from Toby. Okay. And I'll show you a couple of things here. There's some really groovy stuff. Nice splash page for Hand of Fate right there. Very cool. Now, it wasn't that long ago that your favorite fiend, Horror Mike had a couple of original pages, art pages from Hand of Fate, including that one, which is really groovy. And another one. There was something else I want. Oh yeah, here we go. Check it out. If you guys haven't seen the video, this is quite cool. One great thing about that issue of Tales of Horror number 5 is that it also has a really cool Bernard Bailey interior story called Sisters of the Witch, which is really quite nice indeed, folks. So these were cheap, right? I mean, I picked these up off of My Comic Shop, right? And they were actually, I think I got 3 issues, and 2 of them were like $5. I want to say around $5 each, in pretty damn good shape. And one of them was $3. You know, really quite cheap, actually. You know, I mean, condition is not a big thing. The whole issue with these, my good fiends, is the fact that they reprint comic books that are really sought after and otherwise very expensive today. If you're going to go after, for example, Witchcraft #1 from Avon Books. Now, this is a reprint. This issue number 18 is a reprint of the entire issue of Witchcraft #1. It starts off with Joe Kubert's fantastic Heritage of Horror. Look at that splash page, folks. That is just wickedly good. And it just keeps going. This is an exceptional issue, a pre-code issue, you know, I should say. Another great one, Vengeance of the Owanga. Check out that splash page. That is just beautiful, folks. The colors, for the most part, the reproductions in these Super Comics Strange Mysteries issues are good. As you can see, I think that's pretty damn decent. So, and they're cheap. I mean, Jesus Christ, you know, if you try to get issue #1 of Witchcraft, the original, of course you're going to pay several $100s, you know, for one in, you know, a low end copy. So why not pay like $5 and get a reprint from the 1960s from Strange Mysteries? That's what I'm saying. So those 2 I was really pleased with, and some of those are going in a future issue of Splash of Horror. But then I took a look at the last issue I got from them, and fortunately it was cheap. I don't know what the hell the deal is here, folks, but it's issue number 15, right? Yeah. Issue number 15 with a rather dubious cover. Strange Mysteries once again, and just some absolutely awful splash pages. These things, I think some of these were like in the code or something, like mid-50s, late 50s. And that's what I'm talking about, folks. Like if you look at this, Shadow over Manton Farm, that splash page just does absolutely nothing. It's just not intriguing at all. And there's several like that. Like, check this out. The art is good. There's no, look at the art here. But this looks like it belongs in a romance comic. Am I right? The Final Waltz. You know, it's some kind of gothic thriller type thing. And the art is good, no doubt, but a good horror splash page, that ain't. Okay, so in any case, this one, I'm not going to get much use out of it, unfortunately. That's the way that goes, folks. So I just wanted to bring those to your attention. And if you want to check out the video I made on this, it's on my channel, and it goes more in depth with especially issues 12 and 18 of Strange Mysteries. But the great thing about those, though, is that if you're looking for really good pre-code horror stuff, just be careful of the issue number. If you find something, go to like Comic Book Plus or Digital Comic Museum and look at the stories first and make sure that you've got, you're getting something that's going to deliver the goods. In other words, issues 12 and 18 deliver the goods. There's no doubt about that. Issue 15, not so much. That's what I'm saying. Let's get back to the chat, shall we? There's Jacob. Oh, here we go. Fireball says, hey, they finally got a White Castle in Florida. Holy Toledo. Happy days are here again. Fireball. That's fantastic. I'm going to have to check into that. I am in North Florida. Maybe they've actually opened one here, in the Panhandle area. I'm going to have to check that out. Thanks for the heads up on that, Fireball. I like White Castle. They're really quite good. Sisterhood, yeah, it's kind of a rare flick. It's on tonight. Check it out, Michael Taylor. Island Claws was awesome. Well, there you go, folks. Joe has seen Island Claws. I've seen some photos that really didn't jar my memory that much, but it is practical effects. Folks. I mean, you got they literally did make giant crabs, kind of in the vein of Roger Corman's legendary Attack of the Crab Monsters. Okay. With such lines of dialogue as, so, Professor, how are the crabs blowing up the island? Stuff like that. Just great stuff. Giant crabs sounds itchy and potentially really painful. Werewolf. Really painful. Never heard of Island Claws either. I subscribe to the Creature Features channel. They owe you $2, Horror Mike. Fantastic, Eric. It's great. You can't lose. They've got a ton of movies on there, folks. Even if you miss the premieres, like, for instance, they always premiere their films. They're premiering The Sisterhood tonight. Then tomorrow at midnight, they premiere Island Claws. Well, it all goes on their channel, so you can watch them whenever you want. But just go on over there. Head on over to Creature Features if you haven't, and subscribe. They're good. They've been going for, okay, look, they're from the original Creature Features from the 1970s. This is the same Creature Features, which has gone through various, formats and horror hosts. Tom Wilkins, I believe, was the original Creature Features horror host. And so now you got these people that live in this mansion in Northern California, like a kind of a remote small town near the coast, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. I like it. You may just dig the hell out of it. Check it out. Creature Features, folks. Gotham City Comics is here. Hello, Gotham City Comics. Happy Fright Day to you, my good sir. Recoveralius. No, Recoveralius. No, okay. Recoveralius. Recoveralius. I'm just going to say that. Recoveralius is here. Hello, Recoveralius. How are you doing? Very nice Conan art on the cover. That is Joe Jusko, my good man. And he always delivers with some fine art. Fantastic Conan cover indeed. Gotham City says first story looks like it has some Photoshop. That first Conan story, it may You may be right. Gotham City. Fantastic illustration. What the hell was that? Hold on, guys. God, these people are just... Okay. Yes, fantastic illustration. Sounds like you got a good deal by Crom. Yeah, I don't know if you guys get any deals from your local comic book shop, but they deal here. Michael Taylor says, very cool, chilling tales of horror. Yes, I love that cover. Absolutely fantastic cover. Really cool splash page. Yes. Some of those strange mysteries are great, man. Apex Comics is on the scene. Hello, Apex Comics. Great to see you, my good man. Very cool, strange mysteries. 12 indeed. Speaking of horror, don't forget to visit Horror Mike's website here, horroranthologymovies.com. Thank you, Eric. Folks, you can also find my films, First Man on Mars and Horror Anthology Movies, as well as Witch Tales, for sale and or rent on horroranthologymovies.com. Cool Sisters of the Witch splash page. Yeah, that's Bernard Bailey, folks. He is absolutely fantastic. One of the titans, absolute titans of the golden age of comics. No doubt about it. I like to see an Eerie Tales #1 reprint from 1940. Eerie Tales #1 from 1940. What the hell are you talking about, Apex? You may be, okay, you're off by a few years. It was 1947. If that's the same Eerie Tales you're talking, I don't know about Eerie Tales. Eerie from 1947, unless there was an Eerie Tales comic book from 1940. I've never heard of it. Very cool Heritage of Horror splash page. Yes, Joe Kubert. Yeah, the purple creature in that Strange Mysteries is fantastic. That creature is pretty in pink. It looks like Gotham City Comics has a website. Check it out. Yes, Batcave.com. Batcave Comic, I'm sorry. Indeed, Eric. Fireball Comics #1 coming soon. There's a question. PBR Street Gang is here. Hello, PBR. Good to see you, my good man. Creature Features are a fun group with good horror movies. Yes, they are. Apex, I totally concur, my good man. White Castle's been around here in NYC forever. Yes, they have been up there for quite a long time. Original Creature Features had great Universal Monsters opening indeed. You can find Horror Mike's First Man on Mars via eBay as well. Thank you for that, posting that, Eric. That is the eBay link, folks, for First Man on Mars. I think I bought packs of Creature Features cards in the 1970s. 1947. Correct, Apex. That is the one that you're thinking of. The very first all horror comic book. There you go. Okay, folks, we're about to dive into some hardcore Tubi action that you will not even freaking believe. But here's something I want to point out to you guys. Just a quick PSA. Okay, public service announcement from your fiend, your favorite fiend, Horror Mike. Okay. Okay. This is what happened. Something just happened out of necessity, right? I discovered this website. You may already know about it. I don't know. But I was looking for a particular tool to repair comic books because, as you guys know, occasionally I'll do a video on repairing an old comic book, right? And so I was looking for this specific tool. Check this out. Check out these needle nose pliers, folks. Yes. Extra long nose, needle nose pliers. The nose itself is over 3 inches long, right? For a specific task in repairing a comic book, right? And so I started looking for one of these bad boys, and I found this exact one. I finally found one that had a 3+ inch nose like this, and it was this one on eBay, right? It was the exact same one I have right now. And on eBay, it was $11.50. That was the cheapest. And I was like, well, okay, if I've got to pay for it, I've got to pay $11.50 for this bugger, because it's a specialty tool. I mean, you just don't see these needle nose like this every day, you know? This one is really well made, I must say. I didn't get it from eBay, folks. No. I was still looking after I found it on eBay for $11.50. I was looking around because I was like, you know, there's got to be somebody else that sells this cheaper. It's got to be available somewhere. And I found it. Found it on this website, and this thing cost me $6.50. And it is the exact same one that was on sale on eBay for $11.50. There is no other place on the internet you're going to find this anywhere near as cheap as $6.50, folks. It's the exact same one. It's got the keychain thing with the cord, but the quality is really quite good. And so you're going to be seeing this in action in future videos when I repair some comic books coming up, because it has a specific purpose for comic book repair, which I will reveal in an upcoming video. But suffice it to say, I got this for $6.50. Okay. But at the same time, I started looking at this website and I found a few other things. Now, these are practical everyday things, folks, because look, in this day and age of hyperinflation, what I would call, that has never gone down, let's just face it right now. It is not, you know, let's put it this way. Since 2020, after the whole COVID thing, you would have expected prices to come back down once the supply and demand thing evened itself out again. It never did. I mean, I'm paying the same ridiculous prices at the store. I'm sure all of you guys are. It's total BS. You know, go to a fast food place. The prices remain 30% higher than they were 4 years ago. That is insane. That is an insane cost of living increase. Fortunately, this place that I found, these are all practical items, pretty much like tools, home items, appliances. For example, this is as basic as it gets right here, folks. These are Pearl Max. They're triple blade shaving blades. You know, you get the shaver and then you get 18 blades. And this cost me $5. These blades are exactly the same as the blades you get at Walmart or Target or whatever, the triple blade things. But you get, in reality, 18 and the shaver for $5. Are you kidding me? That is not what? Okay, you can't get any cheaper. This I got. This is a knife sharpener. I got for $2.50. It works like a charm. It also sharpens scissors as well. Works beautifully. Okay, I am so glad. $2.50 works like a charm. Where did I get all this stuff? Okay, so in the first place, I order this stuff, right? The idea always, if I'm ever going to show you guys anything, I'm going to receive the merchandise, test the merchandise, and then if it's good at that cheap of a price, I'm going to tell you about it. So I've tested all this stuff. It's all good. Okay. They delivered everything they promised. Price was fantastic. Free shipping. What is it, folks? What the hell am I talking about? Well, there we go. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, these guys, they're kind of nuts, but it's not too bad. All right. It's Temu. Have you ever heard of them? Temu.com. I have dropped a link in the chat. That is it. And so what happened is I found, once again, I just want to say I found this finally on Temu. It was on eBay for $11.50. I got the exact same one for $6.50 from Temu with free shipping. This is a beauty. It is going to come in very handily in comic book repair. No doubt about it. It is the perfect tool. The nose is over 3 inches long, and that is absolutely necessary for some of the comic book repair that I plan to do. Okay. In any case, they've got cheap stuff out the yin yang. This is Temu. So here's the deal. Let me just show you the website. I dropped a link, as you can see in there. But all right, here we go. This is Temu. So when you go over there, you've probably seen this kind of website. As a matter of fact, you may have found other websites like this. Okay, yeah. Probably 95% of the stuff on Temu is from China, made in China. Guess what? 90% of the stuff in your house is made in China, folks. Let's all be realistic about what we're talking about here. Your appliances, your TV, you name it, it's from China. The chances are really high that it's made in China. My goal is to save as much freaking money as I possibly can because I'm trying to combat otherwise high prices that have, inflation has just been, especially with store-bought stuff like grocery store stuff. It's insane. Okay. So let me just demonstrate. They probably have it. Let's see if we can find it. Long needle nose pliers. There it is. Yeah, there they are. This is all free shipping too, folks. Yeah, that is this. It's the exact same one I got. It was the one on eBay for $11.50, and that was the cheapest they had, right? So in any case, I've dropped the link into the chat. That is it. If you're interested, check them out. They have all kinds of practical stuff. They actually deliver. I placed the order. It took them about 5 days to actually ship it. And here's the catch with Temu. Once you buy their stuff, they start sending you emails about other similar stuff that you might want. And they keep doing that for 5 days until they send your stuff because they want you to buy more stuff. So they put it all together and send it out to you. That's the deal with Temu. I wouldn't call it a scam at all. It's just a way that they can get, sell more stuff before they send you your initial order. That's what they do. But as you can see, $6.29. The quality is really good. I can attest to this. It is absolutely fantastic. If you go into Home Depot or Lowe's, you're probably not going to find anything like this. You might find some slightly longer needle nose pliers, but you're not going to find anything like this, folks. This is a specialty kind of deal, and so that's what I was looking online everywhere, and I finally found it on eBay. Too much. $11.50. Screw that. $6.30 on Temu. So all I'm saying is that if you want to save a lot of money on everyday practical things, just stuff that appliances, tools, no doubt about that, around the home items, it's like, stop paying double the amount. That's all I'm saying. It's essentially, if you go through an outfit like Temu, it's direct. They've got all the stuff, they direct drop ship to you. That's the whole deal of it. They've got thousands and thousands of items. They essentially cut out the middleman. That's what's going on. So Walmart, for example, that's basically a middleman, right? And even though Walmart can have great prices on stuff, it's only great prices relative to whatever else you're finding, online through Target or Kmart, Walmart, whatever the hell. Temu is direct to you. They've got the stuff that before it goes to Walmart, you can buy it and get it, and it costs you about half the price. That's what I'm saying. That's really where it's at. So I highly recommend it. Temu, the link is up there. And they didn't steer me wrong. Look, I ordered the stuff. As I said, it took about 5 days. And I was wondering what they were up to. And of course, during that 5 days, they were sending me more offers to buy other stuff so they could throw it in with the stuff I bought. And then after 5 days, they just sent me my stuff. That was it. They weren't hassling me. They were just trying to get me to buy more stuff like everybody else does, right? And I saved a ton of money. Are you freaking kidding me? Look, this alone, the shaving, 18 blades, they're triple blades, folks. They're as good as the blades I buy typically in Walmart. The pack of like 6 blades that are also $5, in Walmart. 18 plus the shaver for $5 on Temu. It's the same thing. They're the same. That's all I'm saying. And you can save a buttload of money. That's it. That's all I'm going to bore you with on the Temu. It was just a public service announcement from your favorite fiend, Horror Mike. That's what I'm saying right now. Let's go back to the chat. Original creature features. Oh, yeah, we got that. Oh, there we go. Gotham City says, I picked up a few DVDs today. Uncle Forey's Acker Mansions and the complete Bob Wilkins creature features. There we go. Excellent. Gotham City Comics. Lead Paint is here. Hello, Lead Paint. Good to see you. Eric says, watermelons and time on Tubi. Watermelons and motorboating time. Good Lord, folks. Wait until you see what's in store on Tubi. I can't even believe it. Michael Taylor, that's the cover with the creature that looks like Nosferatu. Horror Mike likes to show off his tool, folks, right there. And I've been arrested more than once. No. Gotham City says there's an Oddities Expo this weekend. Was thinking about going. I've seen those pop up around Gotham City Comics. Eric says it was all planned. The elites can eat a bag of beans regarding the price hikes. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying to you guys right now. Tell them to eat a bag of beans and save money. Don't, go for this. I guess what I'm saying is that a lot of the prices that I found on Temu recall prices pre-2020. I mean, exactly. Precisely. It's like inflation never happened. And I was like, okay, I'm going to wait 5 days for them to ship my stuff. I don't care. As long as I'm getting free shipping, which you do. You buy the stuff, you get free shipping. They ship it to you in 5 days. You wait another few days to get it. What? Who cares? I mean, as long as you're not in a rush to get it, you'll be in great shape. They deliver. It's not a scam. Temu is definitely on the level, folks. and you will save a buttload of money. I'm getting everything. Now, from now on, I look around the house and I'm like, hey, oh, geez, I need a new toaster. I'm just going to get it from Temu. What the hell? It's the same. My point is that it is 95% of the stuff you get, the appliances, your TV, your household items are made in China. Temu is getting them directly from China. It's just a direct right there, thusly cutting out any middleman, and you save a lot of money. That's the story of it. That's how it works. I'm totally good with that, folks. It was all okay. We got that. Mike, be careful when you trim your nose hairs. Good Lord. Those needle nose pliers can do the job. Yes. Wait, I'm doing a video, folks, a repair video using those pliers. Had to get that specific type. Apex, yeah, I know. Temu. I have not used Temu. Is it the same as Wish.com? I have no idea. It may be. It might be, Eric. All I know, folks, is that Temu works. I go online. I go onto the Temu thing. I find stuff that I need, and it's cheap as hell. I also compare, always. I compare eBay, Walmart, Temu. Just compare the prices. Find the exact same things. You will find those things, the very same things that they're selling at eBay, on eBay and Walmart, on Temu. The precise item. Because it is exactly the same item. It's all from the same manufacturers in China. All there is to it, man. You're bypassing the middleman. Okay, Apex says, yes, it's like Wish. Billy Powermax is here. Hello, Billy. How are you doing? Good to see you tonight, my good sir. Yes, we need lower inflation, secured borders, and drill, baby, drill. Well, speaking of drill, baby, drill, we're going to be taking a look at a few films tonight, folks, that you're going to want to stick around for. That's all I'm saying right now. Temu is a Chinese scam. It's not a scam, Lead Paint. I've just explained it. I went online, ordered the stuff, received the items. They work perfectly. I saved 50%. So there's no scam involved. But they do make you wait a few more days. As I explained, yes, they will make you wait. Mike, what kind of comic restoration are you planning on doing with those pliers? The kind of restoration those comic books can't refuse. You know what I'm saying there, Michael Taylor? And I think that you do. PBR says, this one is not on Tubi, but it's too damn good of a movie not to recommend. Vanishing Point, starring Barry Newman. It's movies like that, that just are just effing awesome. Yes. Are, indeed. I am hesitant about Temu. I hear what you're saying, Horror Mike. I'm in a remote area, so I make use of Amazon. Yeah, you guys, that's the whole thing. You got to, obviously, I can only tell you my experience. My experience was very good with Temu. I got the stuff. It's great. Half the price of Amazon. That's all I'm saying. Apex says, I bought products on Temu. Good stuff. Yeah. And they deliver it. It works. Lead Paint says it's a scam. They're stealing intellectual property and not paying creators. I've never seen that, Lead Paint. What do you mean? They sell tools and kitchen appliances. I'm really not quite sure where you're coming from with that. Apex says, I saw Vanishing Point in 1971 with my family. Hot, blonde, naked girl on a motorcycle. Indeed. That is great. It's an excellent film. Vanishing Point is a classic. I have a Target a block from me. It's a crappy little Target. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys like go on to Tubi and then you're kind of like looking around for specific things or genres, subgenres, stuff like that, like I do, but I do, folks. And I may be finding some stuff that just kind of normally falls through the cracks, if you will. And I think I have. Now, everybody knows you got Argo, the Fantastic Superman. This is a known film. This is definitely nothing that it's not rare or anything like that. Just your average normal girl in a lingerie strapped to a table. But don't worry, Argo Man is there. Argo Man, the Fantastic Superman, 1967. A superhero with powers beyond the scope of mortal man and a shaky moral compass is hired by British authorities when the crown jewels are stolen. There you go, folks. And of course, I have a trailer. It's a mini trailer. Most of these are tonight, kind of short trailers, but it's a good one. Check it out.
Invincible, invulnerable, a beautiful woman's kiss. Favors, or the chance to kill it.
There we go. That's when I said short, I meant it. Yes, that was a good 20-second trailer right there, folks, for Argo, the Fantastic Superman. And look, it's PG rated. There really isn't any nudity per se, but there are some extraordinarily hot babes in this film, and quite often in various states of undress. Let's put it that way. So I would say it's worth a watch based upon that. I know I have shown you guys this one before, Teenage Zombies from 1959. Okay, look, it's really cheesy. It's cheesy. Check it out. 1959, Teenage Zombies. Teenagers Reg, Skip, Julie, and Pam go out for an afternoon of water skiing on a nice day. They come home ashore on an island that is being used as a testing center for a scientist and agents from an Eastern power. They seek to turn They seek to turn the people of the United States into easily controlled zombie-like creatures. That's basically it. The one thing about this is that it's got a great cover. Check out that giant gorilla holding the rather scantily clad babe. I mean, that is just beautifully cheesy right there. And just a few years later, 1967, this one, I got to say, I saw it years ago. I have not rewatched it recently. The Million Eyes of Sumeru, 1967. When a pair of wisecracking secret agents uncover a woman's scheme to eliminate male leaders and replace them with female operatives, they rush to stop her army of assassins. Once again, now this is TV 14, so it's, well, in the first place, it stars Frankie Avalon and George Nader, folks. So Klaus Kinski is in this film, but I do not believe there's any real TNA involved. It's definitely titillating and spicy, but as I recall, once again, a lot of hot babes running around. But yeah, it's kind of tame. Let's put it that way. Holy shit, right on it. Too hot to handle, folks. There we go. Yeah, that's a freeze frame for you. Too Hot to Handle, on the other hand, 1977, is R-rated goodness. A sexy international assassin raises the murder rate in Manila and winds up between the sheets of a detective investigating her handiwork. There you go, folks. That is Too Hot to Handle. I must admit, I have not seen this film, but I think I will give it a watch. It does look rather hilarious. All right. Check this out. Yeah, folks, it's The Bitch. It's Joan Collins, 1979 film. Now, this made a lot of waves when it came out. I remember that. Joan Collins is in this, Ian Hendry. The pleasure-seeking owner of a London nightclub unwittingly gets in trouble with the mafia after meeting a charming Italian gambler on a plane. That is Joan Collins as the bitch, and I've got a short trailer for you.
From the same stable as the stud, now comes the bitch. She's still in the disco business. Just. She's still got her wits about her. Just. She's still on top. Just.
You are actually losing money, Fontaine.
It's a spicy film, folks. There is no doubt about that. It doesn't mess around. Joan Collins, full frontal. She's absolutely butt-ass naked in this film. And so if you're looking for some naked Joan, you're going to want to check out The Bitch from 1979. Another one that is just, well, kind of in a different way, Mardi Gras Massacre, 1978. This film delivers those goods, but in a far more sadistic manner. Let's put it that way. It's pretty hardcore, folks. Hard-boiled homicide cops search for an individual with an Aztec sacrifice fetish who murders women during Mardi Gras in New Orleans. It's pretty hardcore, I would say. I would call this pretty hard. Let's put it this way. It might have gotten an NC-17. I think it was just a hair away from getting an NC-17 as opposed to an R rating originally when it came out. Check out this. This is just a short. It's a 30-second trailer.
New Orleans, Mardi Gras, masks, and murder. The Mardi Gras Massacre. Homicide. Beautiful women are dying, and so are the New Orleans cops. As they battle a bloodthirsty madman, a masked monster, Mardi Gras Massacre.
On the other hand, Transylvania, while it does have plenty of TNA, is more of a comedy. It's not going to play. Oh, it is going to play. There we go. This is a 2009 film, and I watched it. I don't know. It was on Tubi last year, and then it vanished, and now it's back on Tubi. So I thought I'd point it out because it does have some rather nice scenes in it, if you know what I mean, and I think that you do. Of TNA, let's just put it that way. It is R-rated. Transylvania, 2009. A group of college students embarks on a semester abroad at Razvan University, where the vampires lurking in dark corners are just the beginning. But it's a horror comedy, folks, with a lot of TNA. Let's just put it that way. You might get a kick out of it. On the other hand, Hobgoblins from 1987 did not age very well, in my opinion. I could have sworn I saw this film back in the day, back in the 80s. Maybe not, or maybe I was on a lot of drugs. I'm not quite sure. And it just seemed a lot better than it really is. But it's just bad puppetry, folks. Very bad puppetry with these hobgoblins. A young security guard must track down diminutive aliens who kill people even as they make their fantasies come true. I mean, these are like, look, it's nothing like the Ghoulies. The Ghoulies is high-end puppetry in comparison to the hobgoblins. Let's put it that way. That's all I'm going to say about it. But it's on Tubi if you want to revisit that. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. Let me get back to the chat, guys. Kevin says 20 strippers, 39 legs. Eric says, just this first lot of movies you're sharing from Tubi look like a blast. Yes. So let's put it this way. How should I put this? Half of them are. Okay. A good 50%, Eric, I would say. The other 50%, not so much. Michael Taylor says, I saw one of the coolest Popeye covers. He crash landed on the moon. He's sitting on the moon reading a book on how to repair rocket ships. It's a very cool cover. Ian Henry, John Steed's partner in early adventures. Yes. Thank you, Fireball. Yeah, I keep forgetting that he was in the Avengers back in the day. Ian Henry, folks. Laura Mersch Owens was a Playmate 1975. There you go. Right there. There's a... Wait until you check some of these films out, folks. And I'm just going to say this up front right now. Okay, look. Some of these films kind of push the envelope, as I said. I would say, for example, Mardi Gras Massacre is pretty hardcore. The Bitch is, look, it's a lot of nudity. But Mardi Gras Massacre is kind of a sadistic horror film. Let's put it that way. And I'm kind of surprised Tubi has got it. These other ones, yeah, not so much, as we've seen, although they're definitely, let's put it this way, Teenage Zombies, I liked it. It's very, very low budget. Argo Man, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty well done. There's some good PG TNA in it. Let's put it that way. So there you go. It's a little bit of a mixed bag, but there are some good ones in here. Michael Taylor says, looks like a bitchin' movie. Yes. Tatsuma is here. Hello, Tatsuma, and he drops 5. Yes. Thank you, my good friend. My good man. A good Friday night to you. Good sir. Excellent. Thank you for that super chat, Tatsuma. I really appreciate it. I could be wrong, but I think Man Who Laughs was one of the inspirations for the Joker. You could be right, and you are right. Tatsuma. All right, folks. Fantastic. Yeah. The Man Who Laughs is now on Tubi, folks, from 1928. Conrad Veidt, and possibly his greatest performance. It is stunning. It is a fantastic film, also starring Mary Philbin. Okay. And, of course, directed by Paul Lenny. But this one is one to see. If you have not seen The Man Who Laughs, check it out. When a proud noble refuses to kiss the hand of a despotic king, he is cruelly executed and his son surgically disfigured. Hell of a movie. Highly recommended. If you get a chance, watch The Man Who Laughs. It's something else. It really is something else. On the other hand, Loon from 2021 is also something else that I can't even believe exists. Okay, let's put it that way. I'm going to try to find something here. Maybe I can. Here we go. Now just check out this scene. I'm going to try to play this, guys. I don't want to get bounced by Tubi by playing I had to show that though, because that's the kind of movie Loon is. Okay. It's bad CGI, but kind of a funny movie in that sense. So that's what you're going to get if you watch Loon from 2021. It's got its moments, folks. Let's put it that way. Yes, it's loons that are attacking this freaking small town. Yeah, there you go. Incredible. Now, this one from 1990, you may have forgotten about, but it's a subject that, of course, remains popular to this day, spontaneous combustion. And it was also directed by Tobe Hooper. Yes, Tobe Hooper, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, etc., Eaten Alive, amongst other films. Spontaneous Combustion, 1990. A man whose parents were used in atomic weapons testing before he was born learns that the experiment left him with some explosive side effects. Yes, Brad Dourif is in this film, folks. Directed by Tobe Hooper. I saw it back in the day. I have not rewatched it recently, but I plan on doing that. It is on my list. This one, I don't even know. Has anybody seen this movie? It's from 1985. It's called When Nature Calls, and it's a comedy. When Nature Calls, 1985. When construction worker Greg becomes fed up with his foreman and the city life, he takes his wife and kids on a wilderness adventure. I don't know. It says directed by Charles Kaufman. If I'm not correct, he did Mother's Day, right? And Mother's Day was a trauma film. Apparently, he also made Ferocious Female Freedom Fighters from 1982. Okay, I need to add that one to I'll add it later. That may screw up my list. We're going to have to take a look at that one, folks. Ferocious Female Freedom Fighters. Say that 5 times fast. Okay. But there it is. It is the sign of quality, folks. It's Trauma Entertainment. Look for the Trauma label. What I'm saying right there. When Nature Calls. I don't know. It's on my list. I plan on watching it. Get ready, folks. We're rolling into it hardcore now. I thought I'd seen everything, but it turns out I hadn't. Okay. And one of those things I'd never seen nor heard of was a 2002 action comedy called Cheerleader Ninjas. Yes, you heard that right. It's real. It's all real, folks. While the cheerleader ninjas of Happy Valley High School are being used as scapegoats by religious fanatics, the evil Mr. X tests his plan to dominate the world with an army of internet zombies. Okay, you heard that right. Now, of course, naturally, I have a very short trailer, which I think you're going to dig, I hope. It's a short one, folks. It's only about 40 seconds long, but it's rather hilarious.
Something about you that I just can't put my finger on.
It's my breasts.
We're gonna cut off your pretty little heads and go bowling.
Ninja formation, now!
They cheer.
Cupid, morbid, $650.
They fight.
Let's go kick some butt.
It looks like quite a catfight out there.
They rule.
We've got our own brand of underwear.
You know, it's films like that that make me proud to be an American, folks. That's what I'm saying. And cheerleader ninjas, I salute you. No, actually, look, it's got its moments. You just saw the trailer. There's some great sequences in it. As an entire film, not so much. There's just some good scenes in it. I mean, they use the same old cliched stuff like you've got your, you know, religious fanatic women that are against like internet, quote unquote, internet porn and stuff. And so there, it's one of those things. So I don't know. It's kind of like a cliched type of deal. That's all. That's what I'm saying. You know, you've got the uptight religious people against the sleazy school people, I guess, you know. So it's not particularly, how should I say this? The story is not particularly inventive. Some of the scenes are. There's no doubt about that. And, you know, there's some really hot action in this film, and there's some very funny sequences. So for that, I would recommend it. Okay, you're not going to see a great film by any stretch, but you might get a kick out of it. Okay. On the other hand, Girl in Gold Boots. Now, this is another one that I remember seeing, but I don't remember much of anything about it. You know, I don't know why that is, if it's just bad or what. It is a Ted V. Michaels film. Ted V. Corpse Grinders Michaels type of film. He's perhaps the king of no budget exploitation films from the 60s and 70s. Girl in the Gold Boots. Michelle, a young woman who works at a dead-end job, is convinced by an untrustworthy man named Buzz to go with him to Los Angeles, where he claims to have connections that can land her a job as a go-go dancer. The two head to LA, along with a hitchhiker named Critter. Once in Los Angeles, Michelle gets a job as a dancer and learns how the club owner and other dancers are connected to the drug trade. There you go, folks. That is Girl in Gold Boots from 1968. Believe it or not. And if we reverse that, well, we're in 1986 and it's rollerblade time. Yes, folks, it's a post-apocalyptic future where people are basically relegated to using rollerblades. They're skating around in the post-apocalyptic Los Angeles area. Yes, it's true. Sci-fi action comedy. A group of rollerblading nuns spearheads a rebellion against a fascist dictatorship while protecting a magic crystal in post-apocalyptic Los Angeles. And yeah, there's a lot of, it delivers, folks. There's a lot of TNA. There's a lot of delivery going on in Rollerblade. I can attest to that. I watched it about a week ago. It's got some really great scenes in it. Let's just put it that way. And I would say it's worth watching once anyways. as ridiculous of a movie as it is, and it is, Rollerblade, it's quite over the top, really. But none matches the sheer power and pulchritude as 1975 Roger Corman produced New World Pictures' Street Girls. This one, the only thing I can tell you about this, I've seen the film, and you have to see it to believe it, folks. That's it. 1975. This is, kind of the height of Roger Corman's exploitation films. I would say late 60s to late 70s. For a good 10 years, he was just cranking out all kinds of exploitation flicks, And Street Girls is one of those movies. The search for his school dropout runaway daughter leads a dad to the gritty world of sex, drugs, and crime, where she has landed as an exotic dancer. Street Girls, folks. That's what I'm talking about right now. And of course, I do have a little trailer for you. Of course. Here we go.
Booker, a real professional. One of the street girls. That's where you meet the kinkiest people. That's my friend Angel. She's sweet in all the right places. There's nothing we won't do. Great.
Fuego, you think I can have a little taste, maybe?
Come on, let's go.
Gentlemen, the Clubhouse Go-Go is proud to present the exotic, the one and the only Angel.
For a price.
You like that, huh? Yeah. Take care of Angel, and I'll give you that for a present.
Well, what's in it for me?
50.
I want 100. If you try anything, I'll cut you from top to bottom.
He wants me to trick. I went on my first one this morning. Oh, God.
You're the trick and we're the treat. We're your every fantasy. We're street girls. But street girls have pimps.
Put your hands up. How many times do I have to tell you to keep your mouth shut?
Your mother's bag of child.
Street girls. Rated R. See you on the street.
Folks, that is just the epicenter of all Roger Corman exploitation films. It's Street Girls. You just can't get any more. You can't get any more sexploitation than this film. And I do recommend it, just at least watching it once. It's rather slowly paced, in my opinion, but it does pay off in various ways. Let's just put it that way, folks. Street Girls, 1975. Incredible that Tubi has got this fucking movie. But as I said earlier, wait until next Friday. If you think some of this stuff is like pushing the limits, you ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Tubi is just, they keep adding these films, and I don't know, maybe it's AI or something now that's just adding these movies, and they have no clue as to what the hell they're getting. I'm not sure. Let's go to the chat, shall we? Loon looks like fun. It's funny. There are funny sequences in it. It is a horror comedy, you guys, obviously, because the effects are ridiculous. It's kind of like a film I'm going to be showing you guys next week. It's very, very similar. I just watched it, the whole damn film, a few nights ago, and you got to see this one to believe it. I'll be showing you guys a trailer for it next week. It's totally nuts. It's absolutely insane. It's kind of similar. Different kind of animal, but similar type of CGI. Let's put it that way. PBR says, The Man Who Laughs, isn't that where the Joker in Batman was inspired from? Yes. Yeah, I think Michael Taylor even mentioned that earlier. Yes, you guys are right. The Man Who Laughs and The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari are my favorite Conrad Veidt films. Yes, agreed, Kevin. Both of them I love. You know, it's like there's certain things, aspects from either, and I couldn't really say which one is better. It's really not one of those deals where one's better than the other because they both have such great elements to them. You know, I mean, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is an expressionist masterpiece. There is no doubt about it. The German expressionism films of the 20s are often just amazing. And but then again, The Man Who Laughed is just, whew, it's hardcore. It is an amazing film, folks. If you get a chance, check out The Man Who Laughed. And I believe they have the restored version of The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari on Tubi as well. I'll have to look that. Matter of fact, let me look that up now. Oh, there it is. Let's take a look, folks. No, it's not the restored version, but they do have it. It is on. It's on Tubi. It's just not the restored version. That's fine. You know. Apex says Troma. Yes, Troma. Look for the Troma label. Something like that. Michael Taylor says PBR. Yes, that's what I heard. He was one of the inspirations for the Joker, indeed. Eric says, it has been great watching this evening. I hope everyone has a great Friday and your weekend is wonderful. Thank you, Eric, my good man. Great seeing you in the chat. And thank you for dropping those links. I really appreciate it, man. Have a great weekend. Apex says, Cheerleader Ninjas, good R-rated fun. Yes, it is. You know, it's got some great scenes in it and some very funny sequences. There's no doubt. And obviously some payoff. Some rather nice TNA, in my opinion. Captain Strangelife is on the scene. Hello, Captain. Great to see you in the chat, my good man. I love cheerleaders, but no poopy pants. There you go, right there, folks. No. The poopy pants? No. Girl in gold boots. Gotta watch it. Yar. Ted V. Michaels. Good God. Captain says hi to everyone in Chatola. Yes. And a fine good evening to you, sir. Everybody saying hello to Captain. I agree. They were both very original. Yes. Yeah, they're just distinct films, and Conrad Veidt is excellent in both of them. Villain with tentacles is Dr. Calamari. That might be a thing, Apex. Dr. Calamari, yes. Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, I guess that's it. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for tonight, folks. Once again, let me just drop these in for you because you're going to want to, I think you're going to want to check these out. Tonight on Creature Features, We have The Sisterhood. That's coming up, I believe, at 11 o'clock. So just like in just over an hour, you can watch The Sisterhood. It looks like it's a lot of fun. I don't think I've seen this film, so I'm going to check it out. And this one, I am absolutely going to be watching. Island Claws. Can you believe it, folks? 1980 film about giant crabs attacking an island town. And it's all practical effects. 1980. There's no CGI. Yeah, they made really big crabs. They maneuver them around and shit, you know? So there you go. It's Island Claws. Now, one thing about this movie, I don't know if they mentioned this or not. And also, yeah, mask maker Bart Frescura is the guest as well. So he'll be on tomorrow night. That comes on at midnight tomorrow night. Midnight EST, I should say. Yeah, Robert Lansing is in this film. Believe it or not. I thought I recognized him in the cast. Robert Lansing, folks. Great, great, great. I am very much looking forward to that. There is no doubt about it. Okay, let me check the... Oh, giant crabs, don't tell your girlfriend. Mike and Chad, have a great weekend. Indeed, you too as well, Michael Taylor. Guys, that concludes tonight's show. I hope you enjoyed it, and indeed get ready for next week. It's going to be a hell of a scene. If you thought this tonight's selection of films wasn't kind of, I don't know, outrageous, wait until you see next week's selection. Holy Toledo, Tubi is going insane. That's all I'm saying. I couldn't believe it when I saw the stuff they added this past week. And even today, they added a couple of more that I was just like kind of staring in disbelief that they actually put these on Tubi. It's freaking amazing, man. Captain says, sorry I got in so late. Onward to Tubi now. Thanks, Mike, for the recommendations. You're welcome, Captain. Great seeing you. Apex, great stream. Thank you, Apex. See you, Kevin. Have a great one. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take you out on the classic, as we always do. Where is that? I'm going to take you out on something different, actually. I'm going to take you out on Torgo. Here we go. All right, guys. Everybody have a great weekend. I will see you next Friday. Take care.
But actually, the master is not away. He is here with us. So I don't know who else is watching the place. I am Torgo. I watch after the place while the master is away. The master is here, so I have no idea who's watching the place. You know the jig. I look after the place, yada, yada. The master is with us, so I don't know who's watching the place. One of those will be a good take.